Thank you for showing up to the workshop. We have a small group in the room, so I think we can all just move forward a bit. I want to keep this interactive and really hope that you're able to take away a lot from here, understand the platform that is YouTube, understand how to build your audience and grow that audience as well. So before we get started, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Saransh Kharbanda. I work as part of the content partnerships team for YouTube Music here in India. Again, we have a small group, so I'd like to get a sense of who we have in the room. How many artists do we have in the room? Okay, a few artists. And how many folks from labels? Nice. And any artist managers in the room? Okay, nice. Nice. Do we have any other sort of job profiles that I'm missing out on? Yeah, nice. Alright, super. Nice to have everybody in the room. What we're going to do today is run you through what's happening on YouTube. See, as the content landscape is changing, right? We're seeing different formats of video, different formats of engagement as well between artists and their fans, and how music is existing on a platform as large as YouTube. We want to remain a rich destination for all types of music, all types of content, all types of creators, and all types of artists. And we want to enable artists and their teams to stay enabled with the tools, features, resources that you would need to build your audience on the platform. We realize that multi-format release strategies can offer you an access to the entire ecosystem of YouTube. It can foster a cycle for music discovery, consumption, and also fan participation and creation. So what we're going to do over the next, say, 30, 40 minutes is just run through how artists can promote and amplify their music across YouTube. And that's using videos, shorts, live streams, and all of the different formats that exist on the platform. But before we start, just run you through what the agenda is, as I briefly mentioned earlier as well. We'll explore what the multi-format ecosystem looks like on YouTube. We'll touch on how artists can continue building their audience and engage with their fans even after the release. And lastly, we'll go through some global artist case studies that can help you get inspired for yourself if you're an artist, if you're at a label for the artist that you're releasing for, and if you're an artist manager or for MyPRS, different strategies that you can use for how you are looking to build your business on the platform. So what we're seeing right now, right, like fans of every artist in all genres are shifting how they interact with and consume music, right? Some may see their peers and favorite creators participating in a particular trend associated with a song, but others also wait patiently for their favorite artist's next official music video release. Whatever the case may be, at YouTube, we want to make sure that we provide the tools and the audience to enable every artist to be at every touch point for their fans. Now, as I said, like fans are consuming music in different ways on the platform, right? They're consuming music on Shorts. Now, whether you're consuming music via a trend on Shorts or an artist is releasing trailers, teasers of their music on Shorts, or if you're watching music videos, you could be watching lyric videos, you could be watching dance covers, acoustic covers. There are so many different ways that fans are actually engaging with music on the platform. Now, uniquely at YouTube, we actually have a diverse set of content formats across the traditional videos, the different formats of videos. That could be music videos, as I said, lyric videos, dance videos, etc. But we also have shorts and live streams that you can add to your toolkit. Now, utilizing one or more of these different formats to promote your release, it is considered the multi-format release strategy, and that's what we're going to dive a little bit deeper on as we continue through today's talk. But the point here is for you to utilize these formats and figure out what resonates best for you and your audience, right? Each artist and their audience is unique. They behave in a unique way and they have unique expectations. And the best way to find out what that unique way for you to engage with your audience is to experiment and find what works for you and your audience. Every release gives you a great opportunity to utilize the multi-format strategy, expand the reach of your content, and also lead fans back to your music. So taking a look at what YouTube's music and content ecosystem looks like and how they connect with each other, Uh, we know that discovery can happen at multiple touch points across the platform. We are seeing that the latest music discovery is happening on Shorts. As our platform continues to evolve, this diagram as well will continue to evolve. So keep an eye out for conversations and notes that we'll be sharing across. If you're an artist or an artist manager, look through your analytics. You can get a lot of information there. One of the other resources that I will be talking about throughout this talk today is artists.youtube.com. That serves as your repository of case studies, best practices, latest features, how do you use analytics, and a whole bunch of other things. We'll talk about those as we go along as well. But fans' music discovery on Shorts, right? From both from trends, finding their favorite artist content, and all of these can actually lead to streams and views on YouTube Music and on the YouTube main app. So when a fan becomes attached to a song or an artist's creative vision, we ideally see that affinity translate into Shorts creations and participation, and that starts the loop all over again, right? Think of how you can get your fans to create more on your tracks and allow them to make your music the soundtrack to their lives, right? That's the eventual goal for you as an artist, is how we would position it. But while we're learning from users every day, we've seen lately that artist channels that begin posting Shorts, they actually see an increased watch time on the channel level and also an increased subscriber growth. And that's all driven by this new content format. So the point being that being active on Shorts leads to increased channel watch time, but also increases the channel subscription growth as well. Well, look, we've gone through briefly over the importance of a multi-format content strategy, right? And what the role it plays for our platform. But let's review some of the best practices on every stage of the release cycle. So we'll break it down, how you should be going about your release cycle, how you should be viewing it, and we'll run from there. So on the release cycle, right? So this is a broad overview of the typical artist release cycle, and we like to separate it into 3 different phases, right? So there's a pre-release, that's before the music is officially out, so you could be doing teasers, trailers, previews, etc. at this point. And then there's the big day, right? The release day. And that's the day when the music is available in full. That's the day you're doing all of your promotions, your teams are reaching out to editors for playlisting, you're doing your music video premieres, and all of that stuff. And then we have the post-release. Once the song is out, how's your audience engaging with it, and how they're playing around with it, right? So let's take a look through the various general actions to think about each of the steps along the way. And remember that you should always take a look at YouTube's analytics, something I spoke about earlier as well. So YouTube's analytics for artists, to keep a pulse, to understand how your music and your content is generally performing, and as well as how they're resonating with your fans, right? Now, views will tell you half of the story. The view number that you see under your music video, or the total stream numbers that you see for audios that you've released on YouTube Music, that will only tell you half the story. Getting into analytics will help you understand deeper who your audience is, where they are, how much they're engaging, are they watching the whole music video, are they only watching half of it and dropping off? So what's happening, all of this information is available for you in analytics. You can also see how your music is performing on Shorts. What are the Shorts that are being created? What are the type of Shorts that are being created with your track? And go deeper into how your music is being used and utilized across the platform. But as you upload more content, you can also closely monitor how your audience is shifting, right? So you get a better understanding with each new release how your audience is shifting. Is it more males? Is it more females? Is it a younger audience? Is it an older audience? Is it more urban? Is it more rural? These are pieces of information that you can actually receive from your analytics, and then that will help you decide how you want to release, but also what you want to release next, right? And again, as I said earlier, artist.youtube.com, this is the best resource, and I hope it's easy enough for everybody to remember. If not, just please note it down, artist.youtube.com. That is the best resource that you have to understand what's happening on the platform, the latest strategies, and the latest product features that we'll be launching. So jumping right into the pre-release phase, right? So this time period is actually the perfect opportunity for you to build that excitement for your upcoming track among your existing fans, but also new fans that might be discovering you at that point in time. So there are many content options for you to explore across the different formats that exist on YouTube, right? So videos, shorts, and lives for you to prepare for your new fans, existing fans, for the new music that you're going to be releasing. So let's take a look at an example, right? So we have an artist here, SIA, who used previews of her upcoming track accompanied by behind the scenes footage from an album photo shoot to give her fans a sneak peek of the music that's about to come, get excited and build anticipation, but also inspire them to create shots of their own with the preview feature that teases the new unreleased audio. Is everybody aware of the preview feature that we have on Shorts? Okay, I'm not seeing any reactions. I'm seeing one no, so I'm going to help that gentleman there. So the preview feature basically allows you to put out a snippet of up to 15 seconds of an unreleased track, up to 5 days ahead of the release. So work with a distribution partner on this, but what you're able to do is have a 15-second snippet of a piece of music that's unreleased at the point, that's available in the Shorts, officially licensed to YouTube, available for creators and artists alike to create on it. And when you have, let's say you have a release on a Friday, the preview becomes available on Monday. So Monday through Friday, you and your fans are creating to that 15-second piece. And then on Friday, when the track is officially released, all of the shots that are created for that 15-second piece get merged into the official audio. So it's not just you, but your existing fans and also maybe new fans that are working to tease and excite everybody else for your new upcoming release well before it's released. So using previews and making sure that it becomes available and get fans excited is definitely something that you should be thinking about and actively engaging with during your pre-release cycle, right? Now, at this point in the release cycle, you should consider focusing on certain metrics, right? So you should be focused on metrics like pre-saves, subscriber growth, engagement on your videos and shorts, and also shorts creations that users are doing. So UGC creations, using your music to monitor the activity around your music. Again, I cannot emphasize enough on how important your analytics becomes here. So go back to your analytics, and this is where you find all of this information in one place. We've simplified it. Our app is a lot better, a lot more intuitive to use. So please use the YouTube Studio and YouTube Analytics app to go a little bit deeper, to get a sense of the anticipation that your fans have for your upcoming release. Now we've broken down each video format and how you can use each in the context of your upcoming song. What we want you to do is think of Shorts as a soundtrack, right? Or think of it as a sound check before you go on stage. For example, like this is where you can test what content is resonating while getting fans excited to create with your song and listen to it once it's out, right? Now your videos then become your main event. This is the content that fans rely on to get a sense of what your creative vision is as an artist for the upcoming track or the project album, whatever the case may be. Now using a video, for example, for a formal announcement, that is a great way for you to also engage further. But another way that you can definitely get your fans excited is a live stream, right? So think of going live as a dedicated sort of virtual venue for your new music and a great place for your fans to engage with the community. Now with this framework in mind, let's just take a closer look at some of the tactics that you can utilize with each of these formats to set up for the new release. So talking through Shorts, right? So in Shorts you can create up to 60 seconds of a vertical video utilizing many of our creation tools. Now we obviously have creation tools available within the YouTube app that you can utilize and to help you customize, make your shorts and keep it authentic to who you are as an artist, or even for creators, keep it authentic to who they are as creators, right? So a great way to drive your shorts back to your music, use previews and motivate your fans as well to participate and create with your new track. You can use, we have a variety of creation tools, everything from green screen to remix. We can also reply to comments and also align, helps you mark where your last video and add to a seamless transition as well, right? You can also you can take it a step further, you can download your short, you can repost it across your different social media and drive fans back to your channel. Obviously, your YouTube channel is where you're releasing your music, so you want to drive fans from across your social presence onto your music video. You can also set up previews on Shorts. As I shared earlier, previews is an official sound clip of unreleased music that fans can use to create Shorts. All of this is happening before the song is even officially released, right? So making previews a part of your pre-teasing campaign, build anticipation when the song's out and the release date comes out. But just reminding your fans of the release date over and over again is not the best practice, right? It's a little repetitive. It's not very exciting for fans. The best way for you to do this is to get them to pre-save the song so that they're automatically notified and can listen more easily as soon as the music is out. Obviously, you're using previews, so getting a lot more fans excited that way. And then for fans who aren't actively engaging with your Shorts, a great way for them to do that is to pre-save. Music will automatically start to appear in their libraries, so your first day streams get maximized by using a pre-save link. YouTube Music is now available on feature.fm and Linkfire pre-save links, so please make sure in all of your communications going forward on your pre-saves that you're adding in these links as well. And we can run from there onto the videos, right? Now, posting longer, more polished videos before a release can really help you build that anticipation, and you don't need to, constantly be uploading or frequently upload too far in advance. Think of it of something that you want to consider posting a trailer about 2 weeks out from your release cycle. Assuming you haven't actually been uploading constantly, if you've been active, you can do it a little bit more closer to your release. It totally comes down to how active you are and how active your fans are. And again, as I shared earlier, you and your fan community are unique. So experiment, try out, and with every new release, you'll learn a lot more about the platform, but you'll also learn a lot more about your audience. The horizontal video, with this, what you should be doing is give your fans a sense of what to expect from your upcoming song. So you could be teasing, you could be talking about it, you could be sharing a toned down version of it, or anything that sits well with your artistic vision. But the goal should be to make it compelling and tie it to any of the marketing messages or overall plans or campaigns that you have planned for that track. What we also suggest is having this trailer available for new fans. So this is for people who are discovering your content or music to watch on your official artist channel. For example, if a new fan has discovered you via Shorts, they can go to your official artist channel, that we call it as an OAC, and watch your trailer and see what new music is out on the way, right? So taking Summer Walker's example, she created a skit for her upcoming album at the time, Still Over It, and that served as an homage to her previous albums while also revealing an artist she collaborated with on the new track. So she took the opportunity to talk about her previous releases, but also spoke about the collaborator that she had on this track, right? The next thing is the community tab. So amongst the artists and labels here, are you actively using your community tab?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, amazing. So the main thing with the community tab, right? And I've seen a lot of YouTube channels that use their community tab. I don't like to say it like this, but they do it like this. They use it as a notice board, right? It's more like, new song out, go check it out. It's a bunch of tasks. It's not very engaging for a fan, right? To have a bunch of tasks from community. The goal here is, with community, you need to think of this as your social media. You have to keep it engaging, right? Keep it as a two-way street. Ask your fans questions. Get them to engage with you in the comments. Engage back with them in the comments. And also use features like polls and get that communication and that engagement going with your fans. It should be a place for you to share all the most important information that fans should know. Also, but mixed with some personal updates or photos and assets that can give you a chance to interact with your fans. It's also important for you to interact with your fans in the comments, gather feedback, and talk to them generally how they're feeling, and if they're excited, not excited, what they're feeling about all of your new releases. Getting polls, get them to vote on a track title, for example. Get them to participate in your journey as an artist, and get them to feel like they're part of your creation process, because at the end of the day, you are creating for fans, right? So getting them involved in your journey is something that you should definitely do. It's also a good idea for you to get a sense of the sentiment around your upcoming release, anything that you're talking about generally on your on your new YouTube as well. Now talking about the premiere, again, how many people in the room are premiering new videos? That's amazing. Almost everyone. That's great. So, when the release of your song and official video are set up, it's a good idea for you to plan a live stream, right? The live stream does a bunch of things. It helps you, firstly, gather your fans before the premiere goes live. Music videos are generally in the 3 to 5 minute range. When you add the 2-minute countdown, so that gives you about 5 to 7 minutes. Versus when you do a live stream before the premiere, you are extending that period of time that fans have to join in to that excitement. But more importantly, you're giving the fans an opportunity to come and engage with you, and that is the most exciting moment for a fan, right? The opportunity to engage with my favorite artist before their music video drops is something that no fan would ever want to miss. So think of how you can go live and do a live redirect. And we've seen that premieres that have, they accelerate the views of a new music video. So do it in a way that feels right? Like do it in a way that, as I shared earlier, again, experiment, try and see what makes most sense for you and your audience. Using live redirects, create a watch page and chat with your fans before the premiere. Also promote the watch page across YouTube and all of your socials to boost that early views and engagements. Fans will be taken directly from the live stream to the premiere. By using the live redirect feature. Again, all of this information, how to set it up, what are the best practices, what works, what doesn't work, all of that is available on artist.youtube.com. So just make sure that you add a trailer to the watch page, keep your fans engaged, and build hype for the upcoming video. Again, like, is everybody using trailers? Is everybody using premieres? Okay, amazing. Just make sure that you follow these best practices for pretty much every release. Set up your premiere, upload your official video, set it as a premiere, customize the countdown to match any necessary branding, post the link everywhere, right? Like, do not miss posting the link everywhere, YouTube community, all of your social media, and everywhere else that you're present. You should be posting that link. Now, talking through some channel optimizations, right? Now, to put the final touches on the pre-release stage, think of this as the big moment, right? Like, this is that moment before your video goes live. This is the one where, this is that point in time where you want to start talking about, you want to get fans excited, and pretty much anyone who comes to your channel, anyone who discovers you across YouTube or via fan-created shorts should know that you have a new release coming up. So make sure your channel is updated, optimized. Make sure fans know what to find, where to find it, and find what they're looking for related to that upcoming release, right? So they should also know when it's coming and all of that information. Now, using Luke Combs' channel setup as a reference, now he updated his channel banner to communicate the most important information. In this case, he wants to let his fans know that they can listen to his new album with clear imagery, but you can also let fans know that something is coming soon. You can also now add a focus link that is prominently displayed on your channel, and you can use that link to drive traffic. So this could be on a streaming service, this could be back to your YouTube channel, it could be YouTube Music, it could be your Instagram, depending on what you're trying to grow at that point in time. But after that, also select a featured video that you definitely want fans to watch when they visit your channel. And this can include a trailer, teaser, anything else that we've discussed previously as well. And lastly, customize your channel layout, right? With an official artist channel, you're able to customize the layout. So no matter where your music is and who's hosting your music, who's uploading your music, it could be on label channels, it could be collaborative artists, your music could be anywhere on YouTube. But with an official artist channel, you're able to bring all of that into one place and then customize that channel layout, and by placing these priority shelves towards the top. You can also consider grouping the different types of videos that relate together to your upcoming song, and remind your fans about the most popular catalog that you have on your channel. Be sure also to update all assets and your channel layout once the new release and videos are officially available. Okay, release day, right? Now let's explore what you can do when the release is finally here. This is what you and your fans have obviously been waiting for, right? So everything that we spoke about up until this time, pre-saves, previews, shorts, channel shelves, community, all of that excitement culminates into this one day. It's also one of the most exciting days for us, right? Because our phones are always on, like you get so many calls. But this is exactly what we've all been waiting for. So these best practices that we're going to share today, these will aid you in driving maximum views, streams, and creations featuring your new release, and digging into what you can do when the release is finally here. The best practices, the goal here is to aid you in driving maximum views, streams, and creations. These are fan UGC sort of creations that help featuring your release. Now, from a high level, each format presents a different opportunity to explore getting fans to listen to your music and also watch your official music video. Now, during this period of the release, you want to consider also monitoring your video views, but also audio streams and the total reach unique viewers of your song. Is everybody aware of what total reach is and what unique viewers is on your analytics? Okay, so total reach also includes those who have watched any content across your videos and shorts that feature your music. So to break that down, what that means is if I'm not a subscriber to your channel, or I have not watched any of your music videos, but I have been exposed to your music on shorts via the creation of another creator, I will also be counted in your total reach. So what that means is, while subscribers tells you who, your subscriber number will tell you who your core fans are and are subscribed to your channel, obviously engage with your videos and do a lot more of that. What total reach tells you is how many people have been exposed to your music on the platform. And generally that number is much larger than your subscriber base. So it's a good idea to always go through your analytics, look at what your total reach on YouTube is. This is particularly a standout number for artists who have music being released on other channels. That could be labels, collaborations, etc. So it's a good idea to give you an overview of what your headroom for growth on the YouTube platform is. So keep an eye out on what your total reach is and actively check how you're comparing in terms of your subscriber growth and your total reach growth. So these are two metrics that you should be actively looking at. And total reach is again something that you should be quoting in all of your communications, whether you're looking at brand deals, show promotions, etc. But keeping an eye out on shorts creations as well and engagement will help you to see what fans are gravitating towards and if any trends are taking off. Now, you may not be actively seeding a trend, but your fans might be creating. So understand what are the trends. Again, going back to your analytics, using artist.youtube.com to help yourself understand analytics a little bit better will show you what sort of trends are taking off with your music. On shorts, you can continue posting consistently, keep that momentum for the track going. Generally, I think yesterday in one of the panels we heard that it's considered 1 month is considered the timeline for a new release promotion. We like to think of it more of a 6-week period, so a month and a half, when you should be consistently engaging with shorts, creating, and still seeding that music. And if you notice your fans are creating with shorts, engage them and help them, participate a little bit more. You can do this now by commenting on their shorts. You can use the reply to comment feature in shorts in the creation tool. Or you can even make a playlist of the favorite fan created shorts and add those onto your channel. You can also upload official music video ideally on the same day on the audio release, and that's one of the best practices that we definitely do recommend. You can make the premiere a big event with the live redirect and upload alternative visuals and release content so your fans can listen and engage more. Right? It's always a good idea to think of what are the different types of alternative content pieces that you can upload for each track. So things, as I said, like lyric videos, dance videos, acoustic versions, live renditions, all of that works really, really well. Engage your fans during the live stream and just keep them captivated and inclined to listen and watch a lot more. Quickly talking about the official video, right? Your official music video, is meant to be the most compelling and primary visual associated with your song. It serves as the main display of your music storytelling, but also deepens your relationship with your fans and deepens their relationship with your music. This is also a great opportunity for you to monetize your content on the platform, right? And we recognize that most of the strategies that I've been sharing, right? We totally recognize that there is no one size fits all. There is no one strategy that works for all artists or all audiences, right? But we have seen that the same day audio and video can result in higher subscriber growth, higher views in the video's first 2 weeks, and that's that critical time frame during your release cycle. It's also crucial to have a compelling visual available as soon as your music is out, so that fans that are searching for the song can be directed to one central point, right? When you don't have a music video on the same day, or if there's a delayed music video, fans are, they send in different directions. But with the main music video, all of that comes into one single place. But obviously there are multiple reasons, multiple cases where you're not able to release the official video on the same day. The other thing you can do is to plan to premiere the video at the same time as your biggest anticipated marketing moments, right? Or any time that fans could be searching for your song. So if you have a marketing moment that's been planned a little bit later, you could release a music video then. Some artists do tend to release music videos around key life moments. You could be getting married, it could be your birthday. So if you have that sort of connect with your fans, it's a good idea to also plan around that. So the premiere for your official video, again, like is the main event on release day, right? Coming to going live. So going live before the official premiere, use live redirect to engage with the fans. The more you chat with fans during a premiere, the more likely they will engage back with you, right? So look through the comments, pick out comments. Also, if you are already, and if you are, that's great, but if you're not, you should be using supers, super chat and super stickers. Is everybody familiar with supers? Okay, great. So you can enable chat replay, invite fans to ask questions, use moderators. So within your team, get your team to act as moderators as well, to find and reply to comments. Engage with the fan comments. You can like them, reply to them, and pin them. And thank viewers who showed up, right? Now, different video formats attract a different set of audiences. It's important to also let your fans know on Shorts that your music and videos are officially available. So if you're unsure of how often to post, consider starting weekly. So start posting Shorts weekly and then modify your content schedule based on what you're learning in terms of how your fans are engaging, but also you can assess the overall performance of these bits of information using analytics for artists. You have to be sure to be intentional about the content that you're posting. So make sure that you're thinking it through, planning and strategizing well in advance before your release. Shorts present different formats that lovers of short form videos gravitate towards, right? So what that means is, if you have the option to make your own bespoke original Shorts content, do that. If not, you can always opt for promotional cuts or third-person fly-on-the-wall type of content, right? So just do cuts of your music video, cuts of live shows and that kind of stuff. But it's always a great idea to create bespoke content for your fans to engage with. See, the thing is, you have to remember that these fans are coming to YouTube because they want to see you and they want to hear from you, right? So make the content as personal as authentic. Think of yourself before you were an artist. I'm sure most of you were fans of music and fans of artists, right? I'm sure all of us in this room are. So when you go onto the platform, when you go onto YouTube as a viewer, as a user, you are looking for new content. You are looking to hear from your favorite artists. So put yourself in the shoes of a fan and create for them. So on release day, again, like your official video serves as the main video that should drive traffic to your music, but also consider uploading different varieties of release content to attract viewers, right? Now, you viewers are looking for different experiences all the time. Someone watching videos passively to simply listen to the music might opt to listen to an art track or a static visual or a visualizer. But somebody who's invested in the song and wants to learn the lyrics and wants to sing along with you, they might want to watch a lyric video. Somebody might be interested in dancing, so they want to watch, if you have a dance track, they want to learn the steps to that. So putting up a dance video will also help. You can consider releasing alternative versions of the song. So, you know, if the song is trending, an alternative version of that. Maybe you have a perfect collaborator that has reached out to you and you want to release a collaborative version of the track. All of that works really, really well. But the point here is that whatever the case may be, right? If it's a lyric video, it's an acoustic version, a dance version, it's always great to have the different types of videos available. So that you can anticipate, like, you know, the different audiences showing a preference for how they want to engage with your song. So a couple of other things to update on the release day. Think of your channel branding, so the channel banner and also formatting, and also your community tab. So make sure your fans have the latest information. It could include setting your official video as the featured video. You can create a shelf of all of the content related to your release. That could be shots that you have created, but shots that your fans have created. Put all of that into one single shelf. You could also curate playlists that include your latest release, but also other tracks. A good idea when you're sharing links is to share playlists, right? Add your newest release to the top of that playlist, and then say all of your previous releases as part of that playlist. So when you share a link externally, whether it's through your socials or however you're sharing links, it comes back and then users are then listening to multiple of your tracks versus the algorithm taking over and then making suggestions to them. Post on your community, engage with your audience, curate the things that you love or things that are related to your release. But most important thing, of course, will be to promote the new music. And that brings us so we've already spoken about pre-release. We've spoken about during the release on release day. I'm quickly touching on different things that you can do post the release, right? So the content and ways of getting your music out to fans doesn't have to stop once you're past release day. And there are so many different things that you can do to continue pushing your song and keep that momentum going. And these are good opportunities for you to continue driving that engagement and creations that will in turn drive discovery for your new release. So in this phase, you want to consider using the following metrics as measurements. As I spoken about earlier, the view number will only tell you half the story. It's interesting to look at other metrics in your analytics, right? So look at unique viewers. That will give you an understanding of your music and content audience at large. So the question you should be asking yourself, am I reaching out to new viewers? Are they listening to my music? Are they engaging with it? And are they watching the full music video, listening to the full track? Views and song streams also should be monitored. This can help you see how your fans are consuming your music. But also look at returning viewers, right? To understand which songs or content is keeping fans coming back to your channel and to your music. But also importantly and lastly, keep an eye out for creations and engagement on shorts for your song and videos to see which one leads to further connect with your fans, right? Fandom is changing, it's evolving. It's not limited to just listening to your favorite artist, sharing their music, buying their merch, buying tickets and showing up at their concert. It's also creations these days, right? And that creation is really what drives more discoverability, drives sharing. Because if I'm putting your music on my personal content, it's me allowing you to soundtrack my life. That is the deepest sort of level of connect that you can build with your fans. And we know that each unique artist has different content strategies that work for them, that work for their audience. And consider continuing to upload shorts on a consistent cadence until you found what resonates best with your audience, and uploading music-related videos in the weeks that are following your release to encourage your audience to keep listening to your song, and this will also help you discover a newer audience. Quickly talking about trends, right? Now, after you've released your song, what happens when the song goes viral or the song starts to trend? This can happen, obviously, sometimes it happens as soon as you release, sometimes it happens months after you release, sometimes even a year after you release. We've seen tracks from the 70s and 80s become trends, right? So it's hard to say when or what will trend. A trending track is a song that is experiencing a significant increase in engagement and creations using that sound. But there are some ways that you can sort of identify when a track is starting to trend. So you should be looking out for a sudden or a significant increase in short form creations. So obviously again, your analytics will tell you when you're seeing an increase. Changes in your audience demographic. So as I shared earlier, is it a younger audience? Is it skewing more towards a different gender from what you were seeing, or is it even skewing towards a different market, right? So it could be a different market within the country or outside as well. Also a sudden increase in listens, views, and also search traffic. If you're seeing more recent comments on a video, since if the video has been uploaded for a long time ago and you're starting to see more comments, alternative versions of the track made by fans, and fan-made content like music videos, lyric videos, visualizers, etc. These are some of the things that will tell you if a song is starting to trend. Once you've identified that your track is trending, there are quite a few options that you can choose to move forward and continue to build on that momentum, right? So the first thing that you should always do is engage with the fans and their content. So if you're seeing increased comments, reply to those comments, pin them, like them. But we're seeing increase in creations, start to engage there. So comment, adding them to playlists, all of those things. Also feature content centered around the trending song clearly on your channel. So that new fans can also join in on the trend. Create new content for the track. It could be something as simple as a new lyric video or creating a brand new music video as well. And readjust your marketing efforts by retargeting to those audiences that are showing an affinity for your track. Now again, you can discover who that audience is back in your analytics and build up from there. So past the release cycle, getting a little bit deeper into that audience development and fan engagement, there are ways to continue for you to build your audience and maintain that engagement around your music. So fans are always looking to deepen that relationship between you and them, right? So the best way to do this is things that we will discuss now, right? Different formats on YouTube attract different and unique audiences. So whether you're in your release cycle or not, it is key to keep finding ways to connect with your current audience, right? And new audiences as well across your different content. So you can explore different types of content across videos, shorts, and live to continue finding new and effective ways to foster that connection with your fans. Now, to give you an example, integrating an existing trend on your music on shorts using transitions, familiar formats, etc. But also like create videos that introduce and reintroduce your music, right? And another thing that you can definitely do is collaborate with like artists or creators to expose each other's fans to a new audience as well. So for example, we saw Tusi and Natalie Jane, artists with two different audiences. They collaborated in an unexpected way to sing a reimagined duet of Tusi's favorite song, and that helped both them get exposed to a newer and larger audience. Look, this is the last bit that I want to talk about, because in the end, it's your fans who indicate what content they prefer, right? So stay close to your engagement metrics. Again, all of this is available to you in YouTube Analytics for artists to see if they're connecting with your uploads. Now, you can invite fans to engage with your videos, as it can increase the likelihood of viewers returning to watch your videos. You can do this by incentivizing them to share your videos, add your videos to playlists, comments, etc. But also inspire your fans to create shorts with your music's official audio. You can respond to them in any way you choose. So that's by replying to them in comments or using the shorts creation tool to reply with a comment, pinning their comments, and even adding their shorts to a playlist to feature on your channel. We've seen Taylor Swift and a whole bunch of other artists do that. So that's broadly what I wanted to share today with you as a best practice for you as an artist to release in this multi-format world. And just to summarize everything that we've shared, think of your cycle, your new release cycle in 3 different ways. There's the pre-cycle, the release day, and post-release. Artists.youtube.com is your best friend to understand the platform, to understand the best practices, and your analytics will tell you the full story. Look through your total reach, look through new users, look through new engagements, and enjoy the process. That's it from me. Thank you.